Hello, beautiful being. Welcome to In Her Dreams and welcome to your reading. I am so grateful that you're taking time to tune in to see what messages are flowing in from Spirit for you. Ashe. Thank you, Spirit. Archangel Raphael is bringing this message through, and he says, you are divinely protected by angels. You are surrounded by an angelic presence that keeps you safe. And this is because you are loved by the universe. It is also because you have such an important purpose to fulfill here on this earth in this lifetime, 111 on the timer, that your spirits know that you have been targeted by beings that do not want you to fulfill your soul's mission here on earth. And they know that whatever the last time was that you experienced or picked up on this energy, it won't be the last time. But you will never, ever need to fear. That's how protected you are. You don't ever need to fear, okay? It's like knowing that you have the world's most powerful bodyguards surrounding you at all times. You don't ever, ever, ever need to fear, okay? Wow. I heard a shield of protection. Oh, I love that. This is so that you can do your soul's work and like know what you're here for. You know what I mean? Because there's something so beautiful about that space that you're in when you're protected and you know you're protected. It's one thing to be protected, but that's also coming through. Being protected, yes, Ashe. But knowing you're protected, that's going to propel you to a whole other level of creation, because you won't be worried about the riffraff I'm hearing. Whoever it is that tries to do little shenanigans in the background to distract you. You don't have to worry about that. Yeah, this gives you freedom. You might work with the moon's energy. You might feel very connected. Oh, also, I'm recording this during Cancer season, so Cancerian energy could be significant here. Okay. Also the energy of the mother. Okay. You have a very nurturing presence. Spirit says it's important for you to feel nurtured as well, because you nurture others. But it's important for you to feel nurtured as well. Take time to nurture yourself. What's that song? Take time with the ones you love. Da, 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 da. Okay, I think it's a rock group. I'll have to look that up. If you know it, you can put it in the comments. But I'm gonna try to remember to look it up. Something about taking time with the ones I think that's what he says in the song. It just came through. So taking time to spend with yourself, but also with your spirits and with anyone in the physical realm that has a nurturing presence as well. There could be something here about someone who, it doesn't have to be your mother, but it feels like a motherly energy coming through. Could be an ancestor, it could be a passed over loved one, but it could also be someone in this realm who, for some of you, it could be your mother, but I'm getting that it's a mother figure, okay? Yeah. We have sundering here. There's something that you have released that serves as your protection. Card 4-0, that 4 is coming through. You have released something here that is, because you did that, your protection is increased. Okay, this is a lot, Spirit. Okay, this has prevented you from having as many challenges as you would have had. But when you release this energy, it did present challenges, because look, okay, she's cutting the energy there, and then look what's there, like some kind of three-headed beast, and you face this beast. So there could have been 3 people here, 3 or more. You faced this beast, or like a boss. Like a boss. Okay, approach it. Let me see what these are. Let me flip them all. I'm gonna take those for now. Ooh. This has created space for you to return to something beautiful. So it's almost like there was a maze that you had to find your way through, but because of temperance energy, this is card 14, like the temperance card, because of your patience, because of your balance, and that's what you're able to find this treasure, to attract this treasure. But it's also like the treasure is inside of you. You are the treasure, I'm hearing. And when you face this beast, this monstrous creature, in your process of facing that challenge, you achieved temperance, balance, peace, the ability to alchemize, and to always access what you need, because I'm kind of seeing like a maze here. And you realize that you are the treasure. You are a temple, a divine temple. Like, so many divine processes happen within you from the physical level, you know, like on the cellular level, all of the things that our bodies do just to breathe, just to pump blood. You know, it's amazing. Like, you are a walking miracle. You are an absolute miracle, okay? And oh, look, there again, it looks like she's walking towards the moon. So there's something about your nurturing energy that you're returning to. You'll have time to nurture yourself. You make time to nurture yourself. Okay, so there's some aftermath here. Oh, it's integration. All right, so there was something that came to an end, right? But you were confronted with another, I'm hearing another realm of challenges. So it's like you left something where it was, and then there was some kind of return of some energy that maybe you thought you were done with. Okay. Somebody came back for more. And so it's like you might find that now, or at some point in time after that, you have been in a state of like, oh, let me just rest. Let me just catch my breath and relax. Zone out, vibe out, something like that. Allowing yourself to reboot, okay? Reboot. And this is leading to integration. Okay, so this is coming through that you could be experiencing some tiredness, but it's because there are systems in place now that weren't in place before, and you're getting used to it. It's like ascension symptoms. When you level up, you are accessing different realms of existence, and it does affect the physical body, because in essence, your mind, spirit, and soul have you're on a different level now, so your body has to catch up. It's kind of like how it is. Yeah, like that motor out there, it's like something is revving up because you're getting ready for a new phase, something that you weren't ready for before, but now you are. Okay, Spirit, where to now? Oh, all right, Black Moon Lilith. Look, Black Moon Lilith. The moon keeps coming through, y'all. They had told me to pull from this deck, but it just came to me in that moment. Thank you, Divine. What's coming through for this beautiful being? Ashe, Lilith. Venus. Love and abundance. And do you see I said what's coming through for this beautiful being? Venus energy. Love and abundance. Also, that looks like a moon. So you've been depending on your intuition. That's something so beautiful, beauty, Venus, about your existence now, is that you depend on, you stand on your intuition. It's like now you realize that your intuition is your best guide. And you know that when you stand by your intuition, you are standing on business. Perhaps there's something that you were doubtful about with your intuitive guidance before, that now you're like, my intuition is as good as gold. And then you've got Adam here. This is like divine feminine and divine masculine. So this is integration of your divine feminine and divine masculine energies within the self. But also, you know, as above, so below, as within, so without. So that integration within is leading to integration around you as well. So there's the energy of divine masculine and divine feminine coming together in beautiful harmony here. It says dark divine, father of creation. And then we have Black Moon, Lilith, and Cancer at the bottom. Honor your emotions. Also honor your intuition. Moon energy is everywhere in this reading. Okay. Let's see what the Kemetic Tarot is bringing through. Thank you, Spirit. What's coming through for this beautiful being? The Temperance. This has been your path. Temperance. Balance. Patience. Patience with yourself. Patience with, oh yeah, and no matter what that song says, I'm hearing, take time with the ones you love. It's like patience with yourself is resulting in patience with anyone that you built or continue to build a relationship with. And it's mutual. It's mutual. I just got a notification that said dive into something, dive into. So there's something here that's like, it's very safe to, oh, I'm also hearing safe is the new sexy. I was thinking of that yesterday. It just kind of, you know, people talk about passion and all of that, and that's important in a relationship. But you know what nurtures a divine being's passion is safety. When you know that you are in a secure connection with someone, a secure relationship where there is true relationship, you're relating to each other, and you feel safe within yourself because you're trusting your intuition, like in that Venus card with her standing on that, what looks to me like a moon. It reminds me of a moon. And yeah, I mean, there's intuition all throughout this reading, but that's nurturing your relationship with yourself and your relationship with others. Okay, we've got Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, Knight of Cups or Warrior of Ankhs in this deck, Ten of Wands, Five of Swords. Okay, I see exactly what's going on here. Thank you, Spirit. But we got the Eight of Pentacles up in here. So look, this is what I see is like there's somebody, because I was like, whoa, Knight of or Warrior of Scepters, Scribe of Scepters, who are all these fire energies? But there's somebody here who's trying to, they see your temperance, they see your balance, both within you and around you, and they're trying to make a return with this Warrior of Ankhs, Knight of Cups. They want to come back with some very fiery energy through some sort of message with the Page of Wands here. Knight of Wands, Page of Wands, wanting to make a return, Knight of Cups. But okay, this could be a fire sign because it's so much fire energy here with the Knight of Wands and the Page of Wands. And then what that feels like is a Ten of Wands. They present themselves as a burden. This could be that you were feeling this, or someone that you are in a relationship with have been feeling this. It could also be, because that line keeps coming through, take time with the ones you love. It could have been a burden to your home and family. The Cancer card came through, so that's home and family. Okay, but they were trying to present conflict with this Five of Swords. But guess what? We have not only the Eight of Scarabs here, Eight of Pentacles, where you are dedicated and dependable. And that notification just came up that said dive into something. Like, you are safe with what you have built. What you have built is safe. And we also, oh, Spirit, y'all just keep going. You've got King of Swords here. So there could be an air sign here, masculine, but what I'm getting more so is that there is someone who knows what they're doing. They're making wise decisions, okay? And you've got the Four of Wands here. This is how they were, because it was this one first and then the Four of Wands was behind it. So he has proper vision of what's going on. This masculine energy, it doesn't have to be a male, okay, but they're coming through as masculine. Has proper vision and understanding of a relationship, of a union with the Four of Wands. And what that does is there's an Empress here that is able to be in their creative energy, fruitful. I heard they're fruitful and able to multiply. And that mother energy keeps coming through, because I said there could be a mother figure here. You could be the mother figure, or you could be connecting with a mother figure. You could be in this union with a mother figure, okay? But there is complete and total Empress energy here, because somebody knows exactly what the truth is with the King of Swords. Okay, so perhaps there's something that this King of Swords did not see before that they see now. This also could have something to do with work, because the Eight of Pentacles is out here, Eight of Scarabs, okay? But there's a fire sign who is trying to present themselves as a burden to someone, either in a marriage or union, a relationship, a home and family type of environment, or work environment, okay? Oh, and somebody sees this with the Scribe of Swords. Yeah, Page of Swords. They see this, and this has turned their whole world upside down. They're like, oh, skirt. So this Knight of Wands, who was trying to impede the progress of this union and of this divine integration that has happened both within you and around you, they're in the Nine of Swords now. They can't take it. They feel like all of these knives, look. So what I'm seeing here is also, I'm seeing like the swords also as like a spotlight. You think about it, swords, the Page of Swords, that's like spying. They feel like all the swords are directed towards them because everybody sees who they are. There's somebody here who was up to some shenanigans, trying to interrupt and disrupt I heard the integration of loyalty, divine loyalty. They were trying to stop that from happening. Maybe trying to tempt someone, or there's some sort of fiery energy that they were trying to project onto this process that is happening whether they like it or not. This integration, this union. But now they feel like they're being seen by everybody. It's almost like they feel like the swords that are directed towards them is basically everybody's awareness of who they really are. They feel like they've been found out Okay, now this could be you or someone that you're in a union with, but they're coming through as the Hierophant with Tahuti, Thoth. The Queen of Swords, there's somebody who has spoken on something, letting it be known that they know what's going on, because this is spiritual wisdom coming through here with the Hierophant. It could also relate to, because Four of Wands is looking kind of like union, or it could be marriage in this spread, but also the Hierophant can represent a divine contract in that way, or a spiritual teacher, spiritual wisdom, okay? But someone has spoken, they've stood on business. So that's like that Venus card. Somebody trusted their intuition about this Knight of Wands energy, trying to come in with lust or some sort of distraction. And this could be you, beautiful being. You stood on business. You stood firm on your intuition. You were like, I know they're not right. I know what they're up to. And whoever this is that you're in a union with, they standing on business too, because they're the King of Swords. 2112 was just on the timer. Something got flipped. Yeah, because we had the Hanged Man. So the Sphinx, somebody was like, whoa, you see me? I'm getting John Cena. What is it? You can't see me. Somebody really thought that they were a warrior. Somebody really thought, look, Warrior of Scepters. They really thought that they were hiding. Like, they thought that nobody had peeped game. They thought that nobody knew that they were coming in with this evil energy. And it came through. Let's see here. Yeah, look, they've been blocked. They've been blocked. But they thought that they were causing confusion for a star. With the Two of Swords star, they thought that they were acting in the shadows. Look, with the moon energy. But everything has been seen. See, what people don't realize is that they think they're hiding under the moonlight, but it's moonlight. So they will be found out, even though they're doing it in the dark. Look at that full moonlight. I mean, you know how when the full moon is, or when the moon is full at night, it's like it's so much brightness. Like, you can see a lot under the full moon when there's no clouds in the sky and everything. It's a clear night. They thought that they were hiding, but everybody was seeing them, or whoever needed to see them. The beings in this Four of Wands, this King of Swords, this Star Empress energy was seeing them very clearly. Seeing all their little shenanigans, all their Seven of Swords, their lies, their deceit, their tricks. Yeah, and so now we have, okay, Spirit. Now we have Nine of Scarabs. So this is whatever your intentions are for independent abundance is divinely protected. And that could be for the King of Swords and the Empress, okay? So I'm getting that there is fulfillment with your individual desires for financial growth, stability, independence, okay? And this is justice. Amit has spoken. She said, oh, nobody's hiding. Now, I am seeing here, oh, wow. Divine, please clarify this Queen of Wands here, because I'm seeing this in a multitude of ways. I want to see what Spirit is really bringing through here. This Queen of Wands. Detached and assertive. Okay. Oh, telepathy. Yeah. Oh, self-care. So this Queen of Wands is a match for the King of Swords. Okay. This Queen of Wands has seen what they need to see. And this is turning in reverse the Three of Swords. Whatever pain. 2444. There is a union here that is divinely protected. There is a connection here that is divinely protected. Okay. So whatever heartache, heartbreak, and pain it has been reversed because there's truth that has been shed on this whole situation. With the Wheel of Fortune, this is like, I love how they came out so close together, the Justice and the Wheel of Fortune, because justice has taken place, it has been called. There is a series of events that's turning in your favor with the Wheel of Fortune. I just keep hearing you peeped game. You knew what was up. Okay, anything else about this spirit? Okay, go here. Yeah, somebody's feeling confused because they're like, my plan didn't work. Anything else, spirit, about the, oh, you got soulmate here. There was a false narrative being spread about a soulmate, or what I'm getting here also is that somebody wanted to whisper lies into a soulmate's ear, making them think that they were not, that you were not suitable, or they wanted to spread rumors about you to a soulmate. But I love how manifestation came out right underneath soulmate. Whatever union is supposed to be here is still here. It's manifesting. I'm hearing shaken, not stirred. I know that's what James Bond used to say. James Bond might be relevant somehow. Yeah, you're moving on. Also, this is that energy, whatever the Knight of Wands, okay, the Warrior of Scarabs, who thought they were a warrior that was hiding in the shadows, they're having to move on. A Divine Masculine is right where they're supposed to be. They're right where they're supposed to be. And I didn't even realize I was putting that there. Divine Masculine over this King of Swords, Queen of Scepters. Okay? There's something that was being done to try to make it seem that this Divine Masculine, King of Swords, who has clear sight, trying to make it seem like there was someone who could not be trusted, was trusted, because trusted came out in the reverse. Okay, also someone wanted to make it seem like you were not trustworthy. This could have something to do with an occupation, a work environment. It could be related to the military, or somebody here could be in the military or former military or thinking about joining the military. Yeah, somebody's chakras are aligned regarding a commitment. There we go. I knew marriage was coming through because we had the Four of Wands and the Hierophant card. Okay, this union is aligned, but it has faced so much opposition. Whoever was trying to create this opposition, now they got to move on. And you know where they're moving on? To a situation, unfortunately, where they're going to experience the same type of treatment that they were projecting towards you. And that's going to lead to an ending of them doing harmful work like love spells in order to steal the energy of divine partners within a union, trying to harvest that energy for themselves. So this person goes around seeing what they can harvest from people who are in a divine union. I'm hearing they don't want the single folks. If they were to see this person, whoever this is, this Knight of Wands who did this, if they see somebody that is completely compatible, like as far as age and where they are in their life, and you know, they're stable and all of that, they don't want them, but because they're single. Because they're single. They want the folks who are in a union. They don't want them unless they're like this. Isn't that sad? And they want to put somebody in bondage, turning a divine masculine into a karmic masculine and presenting themselves as a sweetheart. When they are able to do this, oh, they feel like they really won. And worst of all, this is somebody who presents themselves as having faith. This person is potentially going to face some ramifications for this. Okay, look, they could be using their sacral energy very loosely. And so it does not surprise me that health concern is coming out here, because people who use their body as a weapon of mass destruction, you know, that's just what happens, you know. It's science. Okay? That's not really magic, that's science. Okay? If you play, you pay. So this person could be facing something like that. All right, Spirit. What does this beautiful being need to know? This is intense, and it came in kind of fast once it started rolling. Wow. Yeah, you both are walking away. But you know what I'm also seeing here? Because this is a person walking away. There's somebody who's having to walk away. I keep getting this energy of like villain types having to shun themselves. Like, this energy has been coming through all day, where it's like they are putting themselves in the naughty corner. Whether it's because of shame, whether it's because they can't handle the energy of being found out. I really feel like that's a lot of what it is. They're having to walk away. Yeah, because look, they're lost in their deceit. They're like, oh, I've been found out. I thought I was getting away with it. I thought you couldn't see me. But here they are, feeling found out, having health concerns. Oh, and look. Oh, I didn't even see that at the bottom of the deck. So it was health concern and then distant future. So they might think 3141 on the timer. They might think that things are okay now. But what they've done, it is going to catch up with them. And I mean, that's with all of us, right? The choices that we make today are going to impact us down the road. And this is justice. This is justice. They could have been doing this for money. But also what I'm getting is that another aspect of this justice is for you as the intuitive divine being here in this situation. It is justice for you to receive financial stability or a financial upgrade. Okay, so that's what's coming to you. As we pull the Blossoming Abundance card, thank you, Spirit. What are these two? Oh, wow. And this could be after, oh, wow. So that's what was coming out. Let me finish that. This could be after a time where you were feeling some financial constraints, but also somebody here who has been doing work to project, because it's Magician and the Mirror. So this is someone who was doing evil work, trying to project this evil towards you. They are experiencing financial constraints now. If you experienced this in the past, perhaps because of some energy they were trying to send your way, let me tell you, those days are over. Okay, those days are over, because you have blossoming abundance. This divine intuitive being, the beautiful divine collective, is getting a financial upgrade. And whoever this was that was trying to, I heard spit game, spit facts. So there's something about this Knight of Wands that's now being forced to walk away because they're found out. Okay, people know who they really are. They try to look like a know-it-all. Spit game, spit facts. So spit game is like flirting, you know, like, you got game, you know, they got game. So they were really using their words to try to harness somebody's energy, to try to spread this false narrative about a divine being not being suitable or fit for their soulmate. And they were trying to use their words in order to reel somebody in. They really were. Okay, I'm also seeing fake tears. They could have been like crying fake tears to garner sympathy from somebody. Crocodile tears. Then I'm hearing Crocodile Dundee, Australia. Okay, somebody might travel there. Okay, or live there. Also, spit facts. So this person tries to always look like they know everything. They try to come across as a know-it-all, but that's also because of their fragile ego. They don't want to admit when they don't know everything. That's why being found out is so difficult for them, because they thought that they were the master manipulator, and now they feel about that big, okay, because they have been found out, and they realize that they're not seen now as someone who knows what they're doing, because they've been found out. And they're facing financial constraints. This could be something that they'll experience in the distant future, because that card did come out. But yeah. Oh look, and you've got cornucopia down here at the bottom of the deck. There's so much abundance in this whole situation for you, because you have gone through so much and you have risen to the occasion. Like, you have done what you needed to do in order to remain in the frequency that you need to be in. And whenever you were not aligned, you became aware of that, and you put forth a really divine, beautiful effort. I'm hearing a sweet effort to realign with divine energy. So divine sees you as a sweetheart. That's coming through. And yeah, Archangel Raphael was the one who opened up the message with the energy of protection, and that's the heart chakra. So your heart chakra is beautiful. I'm seeing green all on my table. It's like standing out. I've got like this little bottle here. It's like I'm seeing the green. It's like everything. It's just green, green, green. All the green on here. Yeah. You're beautiful. And you've gone through a very ugly situation, but you remained in a beautiful frequency of divine love. So kudos to you. You are being congratulated by your spirits and by the angelic realm. So I just got chills. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Okay, thank you, Divine, for these messages and for allowing them to flow through me. And thank you, beautiful being. I am so grateful that you took the time to tune into this reading. I'm also so grateful for your likes, your kind comments, your shares, your subscribes, your donations. I am so very grateful for every bit of love that you send to this space and in her dreams. And I love you. And I wish you peace. I wish you joy and so many blessings. Take care.